55. Police in Londonderry say they're investigating after a flute band took part in Saturday's Apprentice Boys Parade after they wore a parachute regiment crest along with the letter F on their shirts. Thank you very much, Raymond McCartney, Jim Allister, Gary Middleton. Thank you. The Alliance MLA, Stephen Farry, joining us now. Morning to you, Stephen.
But what I do want to stress is I don't believe that the Apprentice Boys went out with the intention of creating this situation. But we see a situation where one band, through what I think was a very idiotic and irresponsible action, have created a context where now all of a sudden that becomes the new narrative, and we see unionist politicians across the board buying into this new narrative, and the ability of people to actually call out what are clearly stupid actions within their own side of the community isn't happening. And that, I think, is very corrosive to our body politic. I think we're in a very difficult situation in terms of building a new accommodation in Northern Ireland.
So there is
people aren't prepared to show leadership in these issues.
So, Stephen, insensitivity is, what is insensitive is a subjective view. There is nothing illegal about supporting the armed forces. Indeed, there is nothing illegal for showing support for Soldier F, as much as there is nothing illegal for showing the opposite of support for Soldier F.
Well, in that respect, Stephen, you're correct to say that. And I am concerned, nonetheless, however, that these issues around legacy are becoming very polarised. They should be essentially criminal justice issues, where everyone who buys into the rule of law supports the mechanisms working their way through. But all of a sudden, these are becoming issues in terms of our polarised politics in a very difficult and dangerous way. But where I think things do cross the line is in a situation where people are doing what is essentially a coat training exercise, where they are going out deliberately to provoke. I mean, it's very, very clear.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's the context of the parachute regiment in Derry is very clear with Bloody Sunday. I mean, it is self-evident. And the notion that the Apprentice Boys and indeed Soldier F...
The context of Soldier F is less clear for some people.
Well, tell me this, Stephen. What on earth does what happened with the Parachute Regiment have with the commemoration of the siege of Derry? If we're out here to have to support and accommodate traditional parades, why on earth has that been dragged into it? What benefit does that do to anyone in terms of taking this society forward? And as I say, Stephen, we have seen huge progress in Derry. I mean, Derry have led the way compared to other parts of Northern Ireland in creating a context where parades can be facilitated. And I would hate to think that a few idiots would jeopardise that. And hopefully people can step back from this. People can recognise and call out what is irresponsible behaviour and try to find a new accommodation.